everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's episode is going to be my 4th update for my Dungeons & Dragons Project Pan. I know, I'm a little bit late. Life has been lifing. But if you want to see what my progress has been on the products that are in this project this month, and if I have any rollouts, what I may be rolling in, and what is going to happen to the characters in our story, well then sit tight. We're going to jump right into it. My name is Marie and I am a beautiful mess. Here on my channel, I like to do a lot of project panning content, eyeshadow content, and really any other kind of makeup content that I can think of. So sit back, relax, and come on a magical makeup journey with me. So like I said, this is my 4th update for my Dungeons & Dragons Project Pan. This is a Pantastic Ladies collab and was created by Alicia Julian, also known as Wonder in Alleyland. This is a year-long project that began on October 15th of 2023 and runs through October 14th of 2024. And the premise behind this project is Dungeons & Dragons, which I have never played officially, but I've always wanted to. So when I saw this project come across, I knew I had to participate. So there are 5 different prompts that you roll in. 1 for race, 1 for class. Race and class are linked together, so you have to meet your goals on both of those before you can roll either product out. If you do finish a goal on one and not the other, you can roll in an additional item, place to visit, or monster or person across your path to keep your project at 5 products in it. The other 3 prompts are a place to travel to, monster or person to cross your path, and item to help you on your journey. So let's start at the top of the list and work our way down. Product number 1 is for race, and last time human was randomly chosen for me. And this prompt corresponds to in it for the long haul. So I decided to roll in my Tarte blush in the shade Pate. This is one of my oldest blushes in my collection. It had pan on it. This is what it was looking like last month, weighing in at 18.10 grams. In it for the long haul, I decided to put a use up goal on this product. And this is what it's looking like today, weighing in at 17.80 grams for a total of 0.30 grams used. And as you can see, it is looking a little bit different. This is what it's looking like in person. I actually had to repress this because as I was using it this past month, the edges around it were starting to crumble and it was just really a pain in the neck to use. I had started to try to pound my brush in to break up the little pieces that had come off around the edges, and it just was getting stuck in my brush and it was just being a pain in the neck. So I did go ahead and repress this. Probably lost some product in that process. I've been trying to use this as much as I possibly can, but I have another blush in another project, so I'm trying to go between the 2. So no goal met on this product. I'm gonna see what I can do with it next month. I was highly encouraged with the pieces that were coming off. It's got to be really thin in there. There shouldn't be that much left to this product. Product number 2 corresponds to class, and last month Barbarian was randomly chosen for me, and this corresponds to a product that gives you strength. So I rolled in my Becca times Smash Box color corrector in the shade medium. I don't think I showed you guys what it was looking like last month, but that's what it's looking like today. It's got some usage on it. I do roll a D20 to tell me how many times I am going to use each of my products. The panning god smiled on me because I rolled a 1. A 1 on something that I would use every day. Thanks, panning gods. Appreciate you. Needless to say, I did get my 1 use on this and then some. I actually used this 11 times in the last month. I figured since it was in a project, I might as well get the stats on it for my Project 10 Uses project. So I did use this 11 times, so this is going to be marked as a completion item for that. If you haven't caught any of those episodes, I'll link it in the cards. But that means that I have met my goal on this, and this is going to be rolling out. Now, if you remember at the beginning, I said race and class were linked together. You have to meet your goals on both before you can roll new items in for these. So I have met my goal on this, but not on this. So a new character is not going to be coming into the project this month, but I am going to roll in an item for this so that I keep my items at 5 products in this project. I do randomly choose what prompts I'm going to be working on off camera. For this project, it just makes it a little bit easier since there is an element of story that I've added into this. So rolling in for the Smashbox times Becca color corrector, I got the Ring of Elemental Command. And this corresponds to a product that represents one of the elements. So air, earth, water, or fire. Since we are going into March and I am wanting to do all of the green looks, I chose earth. So I'm deciding to roll in my Natasha Denona Mini Gold palette. The goal I'm going to put on this is a no pan left behind. In case you're not familiar with it, that is what the Mini Gold looks like. Definitely perfect for St. Patrick's Day. Definitely something that I wanted to make sure I got use on in the month of March. Thought I was going to have to roll it into my No Pan Left Behind project, but I can roll it into this project for a No Pan Left Behind prompt. So should be no problem to roll this out next month. Let's hope I can make some headway on the Tarte blush so we can have a new character rolling in too. Product number 3 was for a place to travel to, and what was randomly chosen for me was the Hometown Tavern, which corresponds to a food-themed product. So I decided to roll in my Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Gummy Bear. I had never used this before this project, and the D20 decided to give an 18-use goal on this. Well, I used it 19 times. And when I say I used it 19 times, that means I used it for 19 days. So there were reapplications. And you may be asking, Marie, why are you holding it like that? Well, it's because I've actually finished this product. Look at that. 19 days worth of use. And I have finished this product. I then decided to look and see how much was in here. It's only 5.4 mils. Most lip glosses are 10 mils, so be mindful of that. I am such a fan of the lifter glosses. I love how they feel on my lips. I love that they're hydrating. They seem to smooth out the lines, but there's not much product in there. This package is really deceiving. For instance, the Patrick Ta looks smaller than the Maybelline Lifter Gloss, but this actually has 9 mils of product in it, whereas this one only has 5.4. So be mindful of that. Know what you're getting yourself into. This is not only a goal met, but this is an item out of my collection. Spoiler for my beauty budget series. So rolling in for this prompt, the Abandoned Mine was randomly chosen for me. And this prompt corresponds to a mineral product. So what's more mineral than a highlighter? I decided to roll in my Becca times Smashbox highlighter in the shade Champagne Pop because I wasn't into makeup when Becca was actually around for the original. I have barely used this at all, so I am very excited to see how many times the D20 tells me that I get to use this. D20, how many times do I get to use this? 2. Twice? Two times. Yeah, okay. 2 times for the rollout, but you guys know I'm gonna use it at least 10 times so I can get it for the stats in my Project 10 Uses project. So that should be a good way to allow me to see how I like this highlighter because I have no idea. Product number 4 corresponds to the prompt, a monster or person to cross your path. And what was rolled in at random last month was Mimic. which corresponds to a dupe or similar product. So I decided to roll in my e.l.f. O-Face Satin Lipstick in the shade Dirty Talk because I had heard that this is a dupe for the NARS, even down to the packaging with the magnetic closure. The D20 told me that I had to use this 12 times, and I was able to meet my goal on that. I used this product 12 times. I actually really loved this lipstick for Love Month. It's a very nice pinky nude, and I was very happy with my time with this. Lots left in there, but definitely was excited for my time with this product. So that means I get to roll a new monster or person to cross my path in, and what was chosen for me at random was a Lich, which corresponds to a graveyard product, something you've tried to pan before. So I decided to roll in my Physicians Formula Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls in the shade Translucent Pearl. I actually had this in my rolling project 10 pan last year. Absolutely loved my time with it. So I'm gonna be really excited to have this in this project so that I can get some more uses on it. And I don't think I'll be using it up, but maybe I can do that this year if I get it into enough projects. Let's go to the D20 and see how many times I'm gonna need to be using this product this month. 11 times. Okay, 11 uses. I can get behind that. Thank you, D20, for, giving us a realistic goal this time. So this is going to be in for 11 uses. I shouldn't have a problem hitting that goal this month. And product number 5 corresponds to an item to help you on your journey. What was rolled in for me at random were the Gloves of Thievery. And this corresponds to a product that you got from a friend as a gift or in PR. So I decided to roll in my Tarte Lash Smoothie Mascara. This is actually part of the Sugar Rush line because I got this as a free gift with purchase from Ulta. I don't like this mascara. The D20 told me that I had to use this 9 times, and I actually hit my goal on it, used it 10 times, so I can include it for my stats for my Project 10 Uses Project Pan. I have come to find I don't like this mascara. I mean, it's not just because I don't like Tarte, but it's because it flakes, it smudges, it does not stay put. I do not like it. I kind of want to use it up now to get it out of my collection because it is just a little sample size. But yeah, no, not a fan. Would not repurchase. Wouldn't repurchase anyways because it's Tarte. So what was chosen for me at random to replace that mascara? I rolled in the Deck of Illusions, and this is a prompt where you actually pick a playing card, and Ali has created a chart for each of the cards representing a different prompt. What was chosen for me, what I picked at random, was the 7 of Spades, and that corresponds to a palette. I was a little bit downtrodden by that because I'm working on so many eyeshadows, but then I was looking through my eyeshadows and I remembered I had this one right here. I do a no pan left behind project, and I usually choose 2 palettes to roll in for that project. And I'd already chosen my 2 palettes, doing a little bit of planning, a little bit of foreshadowing for the month of March, and forgot about this one. So this is a great opportunity to go ahead and roll this one in for March, which I'm going to be loving all of the green looks. So this is the ColourPop The Child palette. This is what it looks like here. So a lot of wonderful green gold tones. Everybody's dream for a wonderful March. I am putting this in for a no pan left behind goal. I'm really excited for that. Hopefully I'll be able to use this up before next update. This update is coming out very late this month. Like I said, life has been lifing. So I'm hoping to get back on schedule again next month. So that might mean I might not make as much progress as I think I will. So those are all my product updates. But wait, there's more. There is a story element that some of us are including with this game. since it is Dungeons and Dragons. So where did we last leave our characters? Edwina, Valderin, and Barbarous were embarking from the hometown tavern on their way to the Tomb of the Lost. Valderin is a bard and has lost his magical musical instrument and has heard that he can find another one in the Tomb of the Lost. When Edwina and Valderin were on their way there, they met with Barbarous, who dispatched a very nasty creature for them. So he offered for them to go with them. Valderin can have his magical musical instrument, but any other kind of treasure that they find becomes Barbarous's, and Edwina and Valderin agree. So they make their way to the tomb and enter inside. The first treasure chest that they come across, they open, but discover that it's not a treasure chest at all, but a mimic, and are startled. Barbarous quickly dispatches of the mimic, and they continue through the tomb. They find a various amount of treasures, weapons, and armor, including the Ring of Elemental Command and the Deck of Illusions. And, of course, gold. There's always gold. All of which Barbarous pockets. As they get deeper and deeper into the tomb, it gets colder, and Edwina decides to put the gloves on that she found on the bar at the hometown tavern. And when she puts them on, they instantly disappear. And she realizes she has found something unique. In the Forbidden Forest where she lives with her people, she has heard rumors of such gloves that disappear. So now she knows she has found the gloves of thievery. As they go farther into the tomb, Valderin falls through the floor in one of the rooms. Edwina and Barbarous go down after him to see if he's okay and what is down there. And they find that they have stumbled across an abandoned mine. None of them realize that there was an abandoned mine beneath the Tomb of the Lost, so they're very interested in what they are going to find down there. Edwina and Barbarous run over to Valderin to see if he's okay, and aside from some cuts and bruises, he seems to be okay from the fall. A little bit dazed, but seems to be okay from the fall. As they take a look around at their new surroundings, Valderin stops instantly in his tracks. Edwina and Barbarous go over to him to ask him what is wrong, but he does not respond. It is then that they realize that he has been paralyzed. They turn around and come face to face with a lich that has been waiting for someone to come into the abandoned mine. Because, he's been lonely down there. And the lich has paralyzed Valderin at this point. Barbarous pulls his sword, ready to defend all of the treasures that he's found in the Tomb of the Lost so far. And Edwina and Valderin too. What will become of our characters in this story? Tune in to next episode to find out. But that's everything that I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I always love when you do. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. It lets YouTube know that you like my content and that other people with the same interests as you will like my content too. Thanks again, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye, everybody.